Hello everyone, this is Sriram and in this video we're gonna see about sun tracking solar panels. The main objective of this mini project is to track the sun's direction and to rotate the solar panels accordingly so that we could achieve the maximum efficiency of the solar panels that we use. Social relevance are like these solar panels can be used to power up traffic lights, and these can be used even in industries and home automation process like that, etc. So now let's get into our topic. We all know about solar panels, like they used to absorb photons which are produced by sun and stores that energy in a battery, and later it could use to produce electricity. The major issue about the solar panel is that sun rises and sets at a different positions, like sun rises in east and sets in west, so that sun won't be in a stationary position for the whole day, but our solar panel stays in a stationary position. So to absorb the maximum amount of photons, solar panel should rotate accordingly to the sun's direction. So that's the aim of this project. And the materials required to achieve this mini project is like 8051 mini microcontroller, solar panel, and 3 LDRs, that is light dependent resistor, and a servo motor. And the bill of materials and the total cost for this project is like 5400 rupees. And now let's get into the working of our topic. So as I said, sun rises in east and sets at west. So sun rises here and follows the path like an arc. So when sun is at the rising position, so let's first of all everything, let's split up our working into three cases. For the case 1, while the sun rises, it will be at this position, and our solar panel must be facing the sun so that it absorbs the maximum photons it could. At the case 2, when the sun comes to our overhead, solar panel should face it in this position, so that it could absorb maximum photons at that time too. By case 3, at the time of sun setting up, the solar panel must be in this direction to absorb the maximum number of photons. So the solar panel must be rotated in three different types as shown in the figure. So now let's come to the LDR setup. LDRs are light dependent resistor, which I said earlier. We use a box, and over that box we fit a LDR in this direction, and then another LDR in left side, and another LDR in right side, which is east and overhead and west. So when at the case 1, which we discussed earlier, at the case 1 the sun will be at the position like east side. So at that case LDR 1's value will be higher than other two LDR's value. So while comparing this, we should rotate the servo motor accordingly to this direction so that it could absorb the photons, maximum number of photons from the sun. At the case 2, LDR2's value will be higher when compared to LDR1 and LDR3. So at this case, LDR2 will be activated and servo motor will be rotated accordingly, so that this overhead kind of case will be satisfied. So at the case 3, while the sun is setting up, LDR3 has the higher value than other two LDRs. So as similarly as we saw in case 1 and case 2, LDR will be activated and LDR3 will be activated, and servo motor will be rotating accordingly. So let's summarize our working. Case 1, case 1, LDR produces high value than other two LDRs. So servo motor should be at 0 degree. So this is the 0 degree position. At the case 2, LDR2 produces high value that other two LDR servo motor, and servo motor should be at 90 degree. This is called 90 degree position. And at the case 3, LDR3 will be produces high value than other two, and servo motor will be at 180 degree, and this is 180 degree. So now let's continue with the Keil software program. So this is the Keil software, and this is the code which is used to do this setup successfully. And we include two header files. As we use 8051 microcontroller, we use register51.h and second header file entrance, which I will explain later. And we set servo pin, that is we connect our servo motor to the pin number P2.0, that is port 2 zeroth pin, and LDR1 will be connected to port 1 zeroth pin, and LDR2 will be connected to port 1 first pin, LDR3 will be connected port 1 second pin. And let's get into the while loop. So here is the while loop. When LDR produces high value, when here in this case, as to use LDR directly to a 8051 microcontroller, we require an ADC. A single LDR uses full ADC, and that ADC requires 7 pins which must be connected to the 8051 microcontroller. So accordingly, to use 3 LDRs, we must use 3 ADCs, and those 3 ADCs must be connected to the microcontroller, 8051 microcontroller. So it is a very tedious process. So to explain this project in a simple manner, I used LDR as a switch, so that whenever LDR1 is activated, that is LDR1, the switch 1 is pressed, it gets into this code, and whenever second switch is pressed, that is second LDR is activated, this code will be executed, and whenever third switch is pressed, that is third LDR is pressed, this code will be executed. As I said earlier, we use 3 LDRs for 3 cases like this. So case 1 is for 0 degree, case 2 is for 90 degree, and case 3 is for 180 degree. While pressing the switch 1, that is when LDR1 is activated, it creates an delay of 1 microsecond, so that servo motor understands in a way that it creates delay in a 1 microsecond. For when we create a delay for 1 microsecond, its servo motor rotates in an angle of 0 degree, and when we create a delay for 1.5 seconds, it rotates in an angle of 90 degree, and when we create a delay for 2 microseconds, it stands in an angle of 180 degrees. So that's what we have did here. This program creates a delay of 1 microsecond, and when second case is activated, it creates a delay of 1.5 microsecond, that is 90 degree for 90 degree rotation, and for third case 2 microsecond delay is created, so that for 180 degree rotation. So this is what given here. And servo delay, we use 2 functions, servo delay and a normal delay. This normal delay is used to create a normal delay which is not responsible, or which is not involved with servo motor. We could even use timer register instead of this delay, but this delay looks simpler than timer, so I used this normal delay by using a for loop. Like here it is the normal delay. So we use a for loop, and this NOP, that is no operation, it creates 1 machine cycles without doing any operation. To use this NOP function, we need to include interest.h. So that I had included this header file extra as an extra one. So NOP creates one extra machine cycle without creating any operation, so that we could create delay, and this is the normal delay instead of timer. So servo delay, we use the same concept and same code and the same NOP function. So that's what about this code. So now let's get into the Proteus software, and let's see about the visual simulation of this mini project. So this is the Proteus software, and as you could see, this is the 8051 microcontroller, and this one is the servo motor, and this setup is like it creates a crystal oscillator for the microcontroller, so it's not our topic. Here we use 3 switches, push buttons, that is this one acts as an LDR1, and this one acts as LDR2, and this one acts as LDR3. As I said earlier, to use directly an LDR, we need an ADC, and for using 3 LDRs, we need 3 ADC, and 3 ADC must be connected directly to the microcontroller. and there are not enough ports for handling it. So, and it is a very tedious process, and it is very tough to explain using circuit in Proteus. So I simply used a push button to represent a LDR. So whenever I push this button, it means that case 1 is activated, and whenever this button is pushed, it means that case 2 is activated, and this one represents case 3. LDR1, LDR2 and LDR3. So now let's run this process. I have already uploaded the code into this microcontroller. So now let's run this simulation and check the servo motors value. So let's run, and initially the servo motor will be at minus 90 degree. According to the servo motor, minus 90 degree is like 0 degree, and 0 degree is like 90 degree, and plus 90 degree is like 180 degree. It represents in it don't represent 180 degree, so it uses minus 90 and plus 90. Nothing much difference between the normal one and this one. Proteus simulation uses servo motor angle in minus 90 degree instead of 180 degree. So it usually starts in this position. So when during the first case, so let's see here. During the first case, the servo motor must be in this direction, that is 0 degree. So now let's get into the second case. When we press the servo motor, it rotates to 0 degree. So that is nothing but 90 degree in our normal process. So the solar panel rotates accordingly, and when we press this third switch, that is LDR3, it rotates to plus 90 degree, which is when I explain case 3. This while the sun setting, this switch will be activated, and while sun rising, this switch will be activated and it goes to minus 90 degree. And while case 2, when the sun is overhead, the servo motor will be rotated to 0 degree, and while sun is setting up, LDR3 will produces high value, so that servo motor rotates to plus 90 degree. So this is what happens, and this circuit looks simpler and easier, as you could see. So this is what about the overall project, and thanks for watching. Thank you.